Hey everybody, it's Savannah Taylor, the Gardenista, your kitchen garden coach. Welcome to my classroom. So today I want to talk to you guys about growing a very rare watermelon that I've been growing for a while now. It has a long name, but we call them yellow meat watermelons. And these melons, just FYI, they're actually sweeter than the red melons that you normally would buy in the grocery store. If you've ever had them, normally people down south are very familiar with these melons. We call them yellow meat melons. But for those of you who are not, I really encourage you guys to try your hand at growing these. Now, I'm sensitive to those of you who have small spaces. This, unfortunately, is not for small spaces. However, if you still want to grow watermelons, you can if you have a small space. And I'll tell you how. You won't be able to grow this particular variety, but there is a melon that you can grow. It's a smaller version. It's called a sugar baby. Now, I grew sugar babies last season in my grow pots. I had a 20-gallon grow pot and a tomato vine. So if that's something that you would want to try, but you want to try growing melons, but you don't have a lot of space, you can try growing sugar baby melons. And again, you'll need the 20-gallon grow bag and a tomato vine. You may or may not need some melon hammocks, depending on how big they get. They shouldn't get that big. And you might need some clamps, but I'll have all of that available in my Amazon store. Okay, I'll put links down below. So again, if you have a small space, a little balcony, a porch, what have you, and you want to try growing some melons this summer, you can. You just have to do the smaller varieties called sugar babies, and they're delicious. Okay. Now back to the yellow meat watermelons though. Now this setup back here, transparent moment. So I shot a video a little earlier. I had my 13-year-old. She wanted to practice shooting videos with mama. And I said, okay. So we tried it out. And we'll just say we're still working on it. Okay. But I couldn't use all of that footage. Some of y'all would have been like, I need something, getting kind of seasick here. So I went ahead and I decided to shoot it over but I saved some of the footage to show you all because a couple of things happened. Number one, for those, I live in California, so we get pretty mild weather here. And if I wanted to wait and direct so, I could have, no problem. However, I wanted to show for those of you who need to start your seeds indoors. I do have some video. I'll put links down below as to how you can start your seeds indoors. You can start your melon seeds indoors. You can start your squash seeds indoors. Okay, you can do all of that, and then once they get to, you put them in the nursery pot. Once they get to the point where they're ready to be transplanted into where they're going to stay, this is how you flip them out. Okay, this is transplanting 101. You just take it, gently put your hand in there, flip them out, and you put it you plop them right into the soil, into where you're going to have them. Not super hard at all. Okay. And again, that is for those of you who need to start your seeds indoors. And then when the weather gets like in a consistent 70 degrees at night, your nights are consistently 70 degrees, you can then go ahead and transplant. Okay. Now, if you do live in a mild climate area and you can direct sow, no problem, you feel pretty confident, here's how you do that. So here in this video, I just took about 5 seeds and I planted them inside, the 20-gallon grow pot. Okay. And I put about 5 seeds in it. Now, for some of you who are like saying, wait, you're doing melons out of a grow pot without the thing. Okay, well, let me explain. So this year I'm going to experiment. Yes, I'm going to let my melons grow up and over the grow bag, and I'm going to let them sprawl all up and down my garden bed here because I have the space to do that. So yeah, I am going to do them in a grow pot, and I'm going to do that for a couple of reasons. I really love the control that grow bags give me over the soil environment, the plant environment, the watering environment, all of that. And if you have a history of dealing with garden pests, Grow bags are really fantastic because, again, you get a lot of control over that situation. All right. And if you have to pick it up and move it, no problem. Just pick that sucker up and move it somewhere else, because sometimes it really sometimes our gardens have certain areas that are problematic, and some areas are better for others. When I did, I remember I grew some greens over here. This is just for example. I had some greens over here, and I eventually had to uproot them because the aphids, the ants, oh, it was just terrible. But you know what they didn't, the ants didn't care for? They did not care for my pumpkins, and they did not care for, I think I had, what else I have over here? Oh, my sweet potatoes. I grew sweet potatoes over here. Not a problem. So that's just an example of sometimes some areas in the garden are better than others. What can you do? Okay. So there you go. I gave you guys three things. For those of you with small spaces, you can grow sugar babies in a grow pot. For those of you who do have a little space, you can do them in a grow pot and let the vines grow up and over. If you want to direct sow into your ground, you can do that as well. If you have the space, do what you want to do. Okay. But if you, like I said, if the weather's not right, I have a link down below as to what you can do to get your seeds germinated so they're ready to go. Okay. When the weather calms down a little bit. And if you're ready to go, there you go. All right. So if you all have any questions, feel free to note them down below. I usually am really good about getting back to you guys in a timely manner. And anything you need, check out my Amazon store. If there's something you don't see, let me know. I'll be sure to add it. And other than that, you guys, that's it. So until next time when we grow something else, I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye. And thanks for watching.